And welcome. Right, yeah, I just would like to sort of show this again. Yeah, this, I did stop. I was going to do this and I thought, you know, it can't follow. It can't actually, no. It's the one thing it cannot do. It's not capable of it. Although it is a vehicle per se, it's not a vehicle. You can't, I don't know. That's it. I've tried it both. I've tried following it and it being the follower. It doesn't like either. Yeah, the game really knows it's not a vehicle in the truest sense. So it's more of a trick that I did so that you could jump in it. In no way, shape, or form is it a vehicle in other than the fact that you can jump in it, which you can. You know what I mean? So that's all I did it for initially. So then, yeah, let's just. In fact, no. I was gonna show again, but we've already showed it. It is true. Let's grab the lorry and come back because we do need some seeds and that. So yeah, we've got to like grab some. Trying to think. Yeah, it's an awful long way this away, but I don't suppose it really hurts. I don't know why I'm. Yeah, so we need to go back and grab the. And it is this way. Remember, left-hand side. Yeah, I cannot for the life of me see why anybody is. FarmerBOB is a cracking modder. He is, and I've got to be honest. He say that he's actually got vehicles on a survival map. Not only has he got vehicles on a survival map, he also has a working AI splines, which just sort of proves how good a modder he is, because there are very few map makers, including FarmSim Briscoe, that actually make that actually work. And I'm only just saying it as I've been on many maps, and it really is very much about that. I'm not sort of like being horrible or anything, but now that is a point actually. We could have done this another way. We could, because I did talk about, but we do need some for now. So yeah, we're going to buy some. We are indeed though going to buy. We can't really. No, we can't. But we can. Right, let's buy some seeds because we have got work to do. So we want no, we still want that section. That is true. We have checked. Yeah, that's right. I thought we would have. Definitely. So we need to grab some seeds and some fertilizer, and we will make some. It's true. I would like to get my self-sufficiency going. So let's write. How many do we need? Not too many, I'd have thought. Not for saying. Yeah. That should fill that. And well, let's buy front box as well. One thing I haven't done now. That is interesting. Yeah. Have I seen this since? No, I haven't. You know, that is quite. Yeah, the graphics are a bit blown out in places. It's difficult because it's a single object now rather than like pieces. When I took all of the pieces in one lump and put it in Blender and blended it and then brought them all straight back in so that it was the same thing, which means that when you're applying the image, it's to different sized objects, which is why it like does that. Now I can scale it, and that is scaled, but it still scales it differently for the different sized metal. So there is a way to actually do it. If it was individual pieces, I can actually do it a little bit better. But to begin with, it's more about me getting back into Blender and actually having a play with it to get a good feel for Blender. So I mean, I realize like anything, you're gonna get better. It really is as simple as that. So we need more than, I should say this is more like 6. I would imagine we're gonna need some lime too. But do we need this yet? That is true actually. Yeah, do we need this yet? Let's have a look at our fields. I would even imagined if they're not needing liming just yet. Yeah, I mean, I just can't believe this, that people moaned about the survival map when it was a standard survival map, and now they're moaning now he's done individual fields. I'm like, well, what do you want? Really? What do you want? No, so if we just needs lime and switch it on and off again. Now, we've got to come in and out, though, haven't we? That's the trouble. It does this loading map malarkey, and then it doesn't work. So, to me, is that actually working? That is true. Do we go up and then down? Well, to me, it looks like all of our fields are really brilliant. Yeah, there's no, and obviously one's got nothing in it. We've got fertilization on that complete, so that needs no fertilization at all. And it's absolutely dead, but fully fertilized. So fantastic. Right, okay, so then let's load this down at the store and get this going. Right, okay then, so this is going to be... whereabouts is it gone? Over there. Smashing, right, okay then. Ah, so does this go somewhere different then to... No, this is everything that's gone here before. I'm just forgetting. Right, so then let's grab this. Let's mini time lapse. Yeah, because we're going to have to pop across and all that type of stuff as well. So, yeah, I'm going to see you guys and gals on the other side. don't think that's too shabby. I thought probably a bit of like diesel. We're trying to be a bit self-sufficient, so a bit of diesel, make that from that. We need plenty of grass for the digestate to use the self-sufficiency, and I thought a bit of oats because we can make mineral feed or seeds. I think seeds in this instance, if we're trying to be self-sufficient, I think we really need to do that. So I thought we'd just repair this quickly. Yeah, I like the look of this one. It is really pretty, and I thought, as much as I love my original on the 700, I'd really like to show other ones as well, not just that always have exactly the same thing. It's it's a bad tendency of mine. Oh, so yeah, we need to. I think we'll grab some of the Happy Mole and drop them in. I think. So where do we actually? I think we're in the. I just need to know where you go. I'm trying to guess. What do we aim for? Ah, this corner. Right, okay then. A little bit of repairing. A lot of repairing. And no repairing at all. Which you'd expect for a brand new spanker, really. So not a bad session. Yeah, I'm quite pleased with that. It's nice to get a bit of farming done as well. I think we can probably just about get one of those in there. Lengthwise and everything, I think. But I may be wrong. I frequently am. You never know. It's gonna be close. Very, very close. Be it more, I think. We're not sort of gonna stick out a little, but so what counts is really inside, so I'm not really bothered. So we're gonna need, I would imagine, tomorrow morning we will probably need the sprayer, I would say. Stick that down. Fantastic. So we'll grab that at the back. Ooh, we can buy tanks. We can. We did say this. So let's grab the BI Industry. Now that's true. Have I seen this yet? Have I seen the BI Industries tank since I've done it? No. Not too bad. Not too. Yeah, that one's so close that if you go sideways, it disappears into the body. It really is tight, but it actually is on the very. You can't. I don't think it's one you can't see like that. It's nothing you can see in between it. So not too terrible, but yeah, I don't like the way it disappears. So I will be fixing that. So let's buy that too. For the spraying, I ought to do a sprayer as well. I ought to actually. It's true. I've not done a little one. I've obviously done the big one, the BI sprayer. Yeah, that one is done. I've done all the Agrifac things that I think I did. I'm sure we actually managed to do everything. It was the one at the back, I think, that used to forget. So I didn't quite get that right. Don't think I've missed anything on this now. It's is the BI Industries version now. Completely in fact. Is it inside? There was something inside I had to do as well. Think that used to be. In fact, no. No, you can't. I'm trying to look inside it. You can't do that. No. Right. So then let's grab. Actually, yeah. Thinking about this, I think really it'd probably be. Oh, and I think if I remember rightly, the little tractor, the orange one, its wheels, although it says it's narrows, and there's no denying that they're narrow, the game doesn't see them as narrow. So let's just see if the Fendt is. Hang on, is it a Fendt? Is it? It is a Fendt. I'm sure it is. It's the 300 odd horsepower one. It's fast. We spent a fortune on speeding it up, I remember. So let's fill this up as well as we go. Get into good habits, definitely. Not bad on the cash. Yeah, I do like the touch. I have half done this with my tap. I started off with doing a square thing deliberately for doing this. So let's just drop that. And yeah, can this have narrows? Can it? That is the question. Yeah, I'm quite pleased with that. The only thing I'm not pleased with is I did try to do the greenhouse graphics, but I don't know what I've done, because as in like that's not working at all. It's switched everything off, so I need to have a look at that, because I'd like to use this Let's Play to actually sort that. Yeah, again, this is another thing that's annoying me about that, about the fact it stops you. Again, I know it would. What I mean is it's the fact that it does it. So I suppose it would be. It would be in real life too, so you can't have it always. Yeah, I don't know what all the fuss is about. I've got to be honest. Everything, and his edging is exquisite. Yeah, his painting of the edging, you would hardly know it's painted, and yet it is. Standard workers work a treat. There are many, many map makers that could learn an awful lot from FarmerBOB, and I really do mean that most intently. He is absolutely exquisite. It is. He really does know his stuff. So that I'm just not sure that this Biggy actually does have narrows. It may have. There was a time you couldn't get a big fen with the narrows. Oh, they're even nice narrows. Yeah, I think we will. Definitely have those narrows. Fantastic. Let's grab. Yeah, let's grab the... so we'll grab a couple of happy bowls to fill that. If I remember, I'm a terror for saying these things, and then I forget. Totally forget. So what I think we'll do is we'll grab this. We'll get this ready for the morning. I think we'll go through till 4 o'clock and go down there, and we'll go through till tomorrow morning. No, FarmerBOB. Yeah, he will have. It's a little bit like this. Cedar can go through here exactly. He is one of those modders that he really knows his stuff. He is an absolute amazing individual where modding is concerned. Works mainly on placeables and maps, really. Yeah, he's if you're going to call FarmerBOB an expert, he's brilliant with placeables. Absolutely amazing. His YouTube channel is full of helpful tips. He is one of those, Lambo and FarmerBOB are the two modders who probably taught me the same. Again, also, yeah, I can't remember his name. That's latter part of the week again. Oh, left hand side. Yeah, he did the fantastic mod. He did a shed, and it's a simple shed, but in that one video, he teaches you so much about modding. It's unbelievable. It really is quite phenomenal what he teaches you. Is MS modding? No, it's not. I'd know it if I said it. He's a modder that is a modder, but what I'm saying is he's not like the best, no, but he really does know his stuff. He has made a couple of maps. Can't think of his name. That's true. No, we could actually, yeah, we could get some loose. I never thought about that. Yeah, let's just grab the tank. Could have brought another tractor as well, and we could have sensibly actually grabbed that. Yes, I'm having quite a lot of difficulties with my weights. Yeah, they because of the way that weights are made. Yeah, even though I did make it originally, yeah, literally, but I am having difficulty now. Right, okay. Oh, yeah, let's do some diesel. Oh. I was lucky that I never filled the tank. I was just thinking, you couldn't fill the tank, you Wally. Right, okay, so there we go. That's ready for tomorrow. So let's go through it. Let's have a look. Because even a few minutes can actually make all the difference for a McCormick to drop. It's true, it's true. Right, okay, so then. It's a... We do need more tractors, but I'm not sure we can justify... I think we're all right for tractors at the minute, and I know we need them, but what I mean is, at this precise moment, I think we're all right. Let's go grab that. Stone. Now, is it the stone picker? It should be. We did ask for it. I'm sure it was a stone picker. The amount of times, at least twice now, I've been caught out by the fact that it's the forage one looks exactly the same, but it does have a picture of stones on the side, so that is definitely the right one. It is. Fantastic. Right, so let's get this repaired. I do love this. It is absolutely amazing. Right, so then. Repair, do not sell it, and do sell it. Ooh, not bad, 11 odd grand. Absolutely amazing. Right, so then, let's go through till 4 o'clock. And then shall see if we see anything more. Oh, okay. This is a really nice tractor. It is, and you can get it really. No, it's not this one actually, but Smetty does make some cracking mods. I like the sculpting on this. Very different. 165. Oh wow. Okay, it's a bit. So it's also not got a. That's not too terrible. Not really. If we were in the market, it's a bit. Is it? It's a bit more expensive than a lot for saying it's an older fence. So we'll buy it, but like, it is one of those that I'm not thinking. I've got some other sets that are an awful lot more reasonable than that. And that was nearly half price. So that would have been 206. It does look like an older fence to me, so it might be just a range. It might be like, I don't know. Yeah, true, there are high ranges and low ranges and cheaper ranges and not so cheaper ranges. So, but I think the one we've got is that's more like a not so cheap range, and yet that really is quite a reasonably priced fence. I've been quite careful with the ones I have put in. There's not a lot in it, but some of the options on some of the other ones that I've removed now. Yeah, they were like, that's not bad at all, is it? Let's go through till April morning. I'd like to see weeds or something like that. So 9 o'clock. No, it's 8 o'clock still. It's still 8 o'clock. Now that's what I call rain. Definitely. Now then, another JHHG. Oh, now that is a cracking thing. It really is. Definitely. Have we got enough? Again, that's a brilliant. As I said, sometimes you just get these things that are just unbelievably good value, and that is just unbelievably good value, really. I mean, I know ours was about that, but ours is a bit special. But that is a normal, and that is just an amazing price. So let's go for the Orstoft, as is. And we're going to sell that, and we can. Oh, now with this, some JHHGs you haven't got options that cost you a fortune actually, and you can sometimes make a bit of like. Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can definitely. I think it's another manufacturer where zero. It doesn't cost you anything. So this is one of JHHG's. Whether he's changed his options or not, because I did recognise this a bit ago that actually this one, some of them you can't, some models do not, but this one you can. So we've already got a JHHG that we did pay extra for options. So let's grab that one, and also that, which we can afford. Get all the selling done right now. Okay, so let's just grab those, and let's get the ore stuff. This should, now these are bigger items, so this should earn us quite a bit of cash, really. It would have been nice to actually keep this. Yeah, it would, actually. But I think, to be honest now, sugarcane, I love to do the 9 metre. Do a lot. I'd like to do a 6 metre one of the same thing. Literally convert it, but do the 6 metre one, because it's sort of I think it's lacking in the game, that option. I'm sure Origin, no, I think it's always just been the 9s. I'd like to do the smaller one. I think a 6 is still very, very reasonable. So let's grab the harvester. Do love the rain layer. I do. It's quite phenomenal. Yeah, I remember somebody did a video that did show you how to do the water layer. Yeah, I think it's slightly different to how I'm doing the UV layers. I'm adding another layer, but I think you have to do it in a specific way. So I need to actually do that a little bit differently, I think. Let's grab the telehandler. See what the final tally is with all this buying and selling. And also I'd like to see how the fields are doing this morning, whether I'm right about the weeding. Right. Yeah, we do. We're gonna. I don't think I did. I think I ordered a corn header. The bad thing is obviously about the used equipment, you don't always know if it's failed. Well, you don't know if it's failed. That's a full stop. So, right. Oh, fantastic. 550. We might be able to squeeze another field out, I would say, soon. Let's have a quick look and see. Have we got weeds? I'd imagine the grass field, you always dodge weeds with the grass fields. It's a bit special. Ooh. That's a bit odd. It is a bit odd. Why has field 8 not got it was fully fertilised? That's a little bit odd. So it looks like the fertilising layer is a bit odd, because that was fully fertilised. It's now not fertilised at all, or it's not showing. None of them need lime. Looks like we've dodged the weed bullet, though. Looks like it, but let's just go to the actual fields themselves and see. 100% fertilised, so maybe just the look. Wow, you can even see where you've been on with the field. That's quite phenomenal. And only 50% fertilised. I'm scratching my head somewhat. Needs it does need lime. So I can see there's a little few mistakes on the map. I can see that now. Why people would say, ooh, but to be honest, I think it's unfair of anybody to. So this is grass. Oh, so this is fertilizer. Hang on a minute. Oh, I thought I was looking. Isn't that amazing? I did a number on myself. I thought I was looking at grass, and I thought it said grass. It does clearly say oats. That's very bizarre though, because I've got fertiliser once on, so that didn't actually take properly with the no, you didn't. Not with this one, you didn't. No, I didn't actually. That's true. So it's 50% fertiliser, which is not bad. So we need to finish that off as well. My bad. It's true actually. I forgot totally. I should have put the fertiliser there, but I didn't have any extra fertiliser anyway. So you can't win them all. Still fantastic though. So we dodged the weed bullets on all 3 fields. No, this one does say weed small. Yeah, it did definitely say weed small. I could actually see the odd weed in amongst the. Yeah, I think you have to. Yeah, it was. I did definitely see a little bit of weed when I was on it. Oh, yeah. I think I just saw one there. Yeah, oh, there we go. There's a weed. Definitely. So there's the odd weed, which is a little bit odd, but that's definitely a weed. So yeah, there's quite a few. When you look like that, there's quite a lot of weeds in that area. Yeah. But it doesn't say. No, it does in places. Yeah, weed small. It definitely needs doing. Definitely needs a bit of fertilisation. Have we got a fertiliser yet? I don't think we have we? We've got the baler and lots of things, but we've not got a fertiliser spreader. We have ordered one though, so again, it's a bit... We could order another field though, but it can't be a monster. Let's have a look. Let's look at what is growing in the area. We need this one. Oh, okay. So actually, there's an awful lot that have any kind of growth at all. Maybe FarmerBOB's only done... it looks like he's done that entire section over there. So really, 43 is not a terrible one. I think we'll buy that. Which means we're also going to probably need... Let's have a look to do something on that one. So growth, and we not fertilize at all. So we might need to lease one, but we have got one on order, but it's not arrived yet. I don't think we've got the box. So first growth stage on the grass. I think we'll also stick a shed on the very, very generous headland on the edge of that field, I think. So we're going to go for one of my own sheds. I think we'll go the Biggy. Yes. Let's do it from the back, I think. Let's just pull back a little. So I think closer to the edge, and closer to, I would say there. Now obviously this map again is very unique in so much as fantastic that you own all the periphery. It is rather a special map because you don't get that with very many map makers at all. So how is my... Yeah, let's have a quick look at this, because I've done a bit of work on this. JM Gaming's, I've made the supports much bigger. The texturing, that is a bit, it's not. Yeah, I think it wants to be smaller, the stones. I can see what JM Gaming meant. Yeah. Yeah, I definitely, it needs a bit of work. I like the wood, but again, I think it's too big. Yeah, the sort of think about how big the panels will be. They'd be monstrous to be that big. So yeah, again, it needs to be better. So the painting, I've changed that only a little tiny bit, and only a little tiny bit at the back. Now the painting is not quite right. I need to go a little bit further forward with the painting. I don't want it. I want it to be understated. It's better than it used to be. It did used to do some real messes. So again, we'll hopefully improve that a little bit over the let's. But I do like my supports. They'd shrunk because this started off a lot smaller. It was way too small, and you couldn't really get much under it. And also the overhang wasn't quite big enough. So obviously the support started sort of quite about right for the size of the shed. But then obviously as the shed grew bigger, the supports looked like little tiny spindly things that would not support that kind of overhang. So yeah, now that's the last thing I did, was to increase those. Do they look? Yeah, none of them are hanging off. What about on the roof? Any sticking through? No, and I've hidden me. The wood is nice looking, but obviously if you really look at the size of me, that's a very, very large shed. Those wooden things would be monstrously large. I think an impossible tree that doesn't exist. So right, so that's where we're going to leave it. We're down to 376,312. I've got quite a lot of work to do now. Is there any... I don't think there was any weeds even on 43. So, yeah, let's have a look, because that one was not showing its fertilization state. So it may be that there's a bit of an error with this. Well, it is a brand new release, so fertilized 50%. So it is partially fertilized. It just needs another whiz over. It is growing, but it's not actually come through, which sometimes it may take a couple of months. But it is all good. Weeds growing as well, so we could probably preemptively spray this one, maybe. But that's where I'm going to leave it. So it's still quite a lot of cash, really, with all of that making money. And we bought another field too, so our empire is growing. It is. Soy, we could just sell the crop. It really is. It's quite a large field, really. So I'm quite pleased with that. So yeah, I'm going to leave it there. All that remains to be said for this session is thank you very... Oh, no, not so quickly. Not so quickly. I'd like to see how we're doing on our... So that, we did fill that again. Convert wood chips, 16,000 chips converted. Oh, now this is now coming into its own quite a lot. It is. So it really is the guar glue that is like continually running out. So I need to increase or tweak the recipe a little, because my dream was with this that you had a guar bean. Obviously, if you've gone for a super chipping factory, you need a super guar bean, and the whole point of it was that the super guar bean sort of kept up with the super chipping factory. So I need to tweak it, because that it's a set. They work together, and the guar beans also are for the straw factory too. So again, which we will have straw too. I'm trying to feature the couple of mods that I've done recently as well to get them right. So we might go for the multifabricae as well, which is also, that's true. Oh no, it doesn't. No, we also need the self-sufficiency. I think of all the things we need to put down, that is the thing that's going to suit the map the most. Now we are at the minute, our fields are more this side. Yeah, this. So the central point would be about there where that shed is. I think we'd put one there. I know we've got that bit over there, but it doesn't really hurt to have that over there. So really, these are growing, aren't they? Oh no, it's that weed. I don't think it would. No, there's nothing in them. No, unless it doesn't show the growth. Yeah, that bit there, we're going to need to fix that at some point. So not terrible. I'm quite pleased with that. I don't think there's nothing that I can do with the soy. I have a soy factory that specialises in soy, but I don't think it's worth putting a soy factory down just for one field, really. No, so we shall leave that be. Yeah, so all that remains to be said now that we have actually looked and we can see that we're doing very well, only in April, so that's doing quite phenomenally, is goodbye. Thank you very much for watching. Truly do hope you can stick with me on this journey, and I'm going to say goodbye for now.